We are live. See Red PC, whether you like it or not, you will see red. I'm SB Talk Sports, Real Take Soul Fake the Base. Got my boy Bobby in the building, Shy Bulls Podcast. Got C Dub in the building, Shy Bull Podcast. So before I rage, and I say something I did not like, but I want to know how you guys doing today on this Monday night. How you guys feeling today, man?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. I just seen this list though. I don't know how I feel after this list though.
I waited to send it to y'all because I wanted y'all live, true, raw reaction. Because I could easily sit there like, yeah, bro, this episode, let's talk about this. No, I won't. What's your five, Bobby? I want you. I'm on you. C-Dub tonight because I couldn't see. I seen this list, right? I couldn't believe what I seen. First, I felt disrespected off the back that the Bulls was ranked 25th. I get we had a down year, but I'm like, bro, ain't DeMar DeRozan on the team? Ain't Zach LaVine on the team? Ain't Vucevic on the team? That's 3 all-star caliber players. I get we had a down year. I get Lonzo Ball out the situation. We still one of them teams, but to put us in a category of the Hornets, the Pistons, the Blazers, the San Antonio Spurs, and Wizards, that's all teams that rebuild it. Am I tweaking? We not that bad. Am I tweaking?
Bro, you definitely not tweaking. Okay, let's go down really quick.
Look, you know what? I'll put it up on the screen because I think y'all need to see we starting early. We got because I'm raging. You see the Bulls at 25th. I'm like,
I mean, they're at the bottom tier of the league.
But we the bottom tier of the league. Like, come on now. We middle of the pack for sure. This is, and anybody looking in the chat, this is Players Choice Instagram. Go to @Players Choice Show and go look up at this. So can't nobody in the chat, can't nobody here vouch for me and tell me that, okay, it's Wizards, we are better than them, Spurs, Blazers, Pistons, Hornets, Bulls.
And
that's it. The Raptors, who did the Raptors add to be better than us right now?
They didn't add a thing. They still the same team.
So Grady Dick make them better than the Bulls?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That is crazy to me. I mean, I like Pascal. I like Scotty Barnes. I like OG. But you know, y'all really ain't. It's just not moving me. There is no great additions. You subtracted, you know, a nice player, Fred VanVleet. There's no way I could pick the Raptors over the Bulls right now because the Bulls still maintain their core, and then they added 2 players. Nothing too crazy. Like, I ain't gonna say the Bulls are top 10 or top 15, but 25th behind these guys. Nah, I can't rock with it.
Bro, who gonna run the point for the Toronto Raptors? Who running the
Scotty
point?
Barnes.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
My cousin Scotty Barnes.
Scotty.
What about Orlando Magic? You talking about these young whippersnappers? They better than the Bulls.
Come on, bro. Like, come on. I'm saying be real. I don't know who. I'm on my Denzel. I'm putting cases on everybody. Oh, if it's Ron, if you did it, you gotta get it. If it's Mars, you gotta get it. If it's PC Shaq, I know you hooping overseas, you gotta get it. JD, Dub, somebody gotta answer for who vote mattered for this. Because ain't no way you putting the Raptors over the Bulls, and all they really added was rookies, lost one of their best scoring guards in Grady Dick. But CW, you did add this. This was next. Come on now, dog.
Not yet, gang. That I can't give it. If, like, to be real, if we say in the future they will be better, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like the Bulls, we don't really have assets like that. We got aging veterans on this team. We don't know if Patrick Williams, Kobe White, and other young guys going to take the necessary step. They look good in preseason right now, but it's preseason, so we got to pump the brakes. But these guys, as of today, October 16th, no, not yet. Not yet. I can't do it. If you say upside in the future, I'm all the way with you, but not right now. I can't do it right now.
Is the Houston Rockets going to win over 30 games this season coming up?
Maybe 32. How many games you got to match with a C-Dub?
The Magic, they a 25 to 30 win team. They might do a little better and win like 35 games. I like their young talent out there. But this is flagrant right here. This don't make no sense.
Flag on the play. Look,
bro.
We see this in Chicago. We hit you in the head with a bottle or something, called you goofy. What are you doing, goofy?
This is direct disrespect to the Chicago Bulls. Like, this is like not even paying attention to the talent or what is the team, what direction the team going. Like, you don't have any idea what kind of team the Chicago Bulls is going to be this season. You got the Orlando Magic, the Houston Rockets. When the last time they won 40 games?
See that we're gonna go one at a time because it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse, dog. Hold on, wait. I done brought chill up. See, look, you make y'all peeing y'all. I'm mad, dog. I was mad at this list, bro. I'm like, bro, who in player choice had to vote off this? The Utah Jazz. Like, come on now, dog.
Bro.
Laurie Marketing had one good year. They didn't even make the playoffs, the play-in. And they got like, come on, bro. I'm not seeing, bro.
I like the Utah Jazz, but I would not put this team in front of the Chicago Bulls. Have they got their point guard situation under control? Is it gonna be Horton Tucker? Who's going to run the point? I like Marketing. I like Abaji, and I like Walker Kessler, but you're gonna need more pieces than that, especially to compete in that Western Conference. And then it's just gonna be tough for them to win, bro. It's gonna be tough for them to win in that Western Conference.
And then I'm gonna just use the same point that I used previously. If you're talking about the future, and I gotta give Danny Ainge, he deserved the keys to the city. He is the man. He always coming there finessing somebody like, oh, yeah, we got these players. We got an exceptional player. We just want 3 first-round picks for him. And the teams be just giving him up. But as of right now, you cannot put these guys over the Bulls right now. They did have a solid start last season. You know what I'm saying? The Bulls are not the perfect team. But I can't do it right now. I just don't think they have enough right now. They still wet behind the ears in my eyes.
And they won't be blowing me too, though, just to go back for a second. But Paolo is nice. Even the best players on the team, I'm looking at this. You not better than Zach. You not better than Zach.
Oh, that's a great point.
You not better than Zach.
That's a great point.
Y'all even got a better player on the team. And we got other pieces that's better than the pieces that you got. Like, what is we talking about?
That is a great point, SB. If you look at all these teams at the bottom of this list, Zach LaVine is the best player out of all these teams. Like,
and then you can still go down to the next one and say that they don't have another player better than DeMar DeRozan, especially them.
Wait, that's the question. Is DeMar DeRozan better than the rest of these teams' best player? That the question?
Now, this one, I know where this agenda got pushed from. And Mars, you are foul. You are foul enough to let your vote go and rank the Rockets 24. And I want somebody to clip this, send it to Mars. Mars is foul for this, dog. Because ain't no way the Rockets are 21st out of team. They not better than the Jazz, Orlando, Raptors, or the Bulls. They should be 25th to keep it a buck. They added Yemi Udoka, Fred VanVleet, and Dylan Brooks. Now all of a sudden they wanted to they finna contend for a playoff spot. Like, stop it. I like the Thompson twin, though. The Thompson twin is nice.
He nice.
But besides that, come on, bro.
Like we keep saying, this is another example of a young team who has a lot of talent, but they not ready yet, in my personal opinion. Ready. You added Fred VanVleet, great pickup. You got Dylan Brooks, who like to go ahead and hit grown men in the private parts, which is not cool, bro. How many times you gonna do that? How many times you gonna hit another grown man in his private parts? We gotta stop that. But then you got guys like this right here, you know what I'm saying, doing bonehead stuff. We ain't gonna get into that. But look, they do got some nice young pieces. I like Segun. You know what I'm saying? He's solid. He decent. They get, but as of right now, this ranking is for the future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because of right now, you can't tell me that these guys got better players than the Chicago Bulls.
This is like year 2030 ranking. I'm cool with that. So this was from 21st to 25th. Now, if I had to re-rank all of this list, I want us to re-rank it too. If we just use these teams, me personally, I would go Wizards, Spurs. I go Hornets, Blazers, Pistons, Rockets. No, I'm gonna go Rockets, Pistons, Orlando. No, Jazz, Orlando. No. Raptors, Jazz, Orlando Bulls. That's what I would.
I'm gonna do that real swift. I like that. I'm taking the Bulls all the way. They might be out of this. You know,
they should be out of this.
They should be out of this.
And I'm taking the Portland Trailblazers with me to like put them in front of Detroit Pistons at least. I'll put them at 26, I guess, and that'll be the only thing I do. But the Chicago Bulls don't belong on this list. This is just plain.
Chicago Bulls don't belong on this list. And me personally, I think the Portland Trailblazers definitely with this year gonna be better than the Magic. I think they're gonna be better than the Raptors. I think they're gonna be better than the Hornets. Yeah. And Detroit for sure. That's with the Trailblazers. They're gonna be young, they're gonna lose some games. But I still think they're gonna be in some. I think they will be in some games because if you're looking at all eight pieces, you got Scoot and Anthony Simons, who got some NBA experience now. Shaden Sharp, who's extending. Then you got I don't want to give him too much props, but you got DeAndre Ayton. I guess that's okay.
Give him props.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Ain't it nice, shorty? Ain't it nice, shorty?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He all right, but we don't know how he'll do. Let the regular season come, and then we'll have another conversation. But
hey, Woo said inconsistency is what hurt the Bulls. I don't care how inconsistent we are. I don't care how inconsistent we are. The Rockets is not better than the Bulls today. Right now, they not.
Right.
We could be the super inconsistent. They not better than us.
Yeah.
He said, agreed. I'm surprised the Blazers are that low. Young talent wise, they is stacked.
That's what I'm saying.
Got talent. Young.
They got a lot of young talent for sure.
You just want to be Draymond.
I don't agree with
Football King say I understand if you're ranking ownership in front office, then I understand why the Bulls that low. I agree with that. Oh yeah, Jerry Wise though for sure.
We about 30.
We about 30 for sure. He said ain't a bum. I ain't gonna lie, ain't not a bum.
He ain't a bum, gang.
He ain't a bum. He ain't a bum. So then okay, so obviously I was just like, all right, y'all putting us in the bottom tier. I'm gonna find out who had a vote in all this list when it came to all this. I'm still looking. So when I was like, we 25th, I see who had us. Let's see what's next. I didn't check the top 10 because we can all agree we're not a top 10.
No, we're not top 10.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
So let's go into the 20.
Yeah.
The Pacers. I love Tyrese Halliburton. I do. I think when it comes to being a point guard, I think he might be one of the best. But I can't put them over the Bulls just yet.
No way.
I can't.
I'm with you.
I can't.
Yeah, I can't do that either.
I can't. I love Buddy Hield. I love Ben. I love Miles Turner. But y'all might get rid of Buddy Hield during the season. Who knows? But I can't do it. I can't do it just yet. I got Halliburton win most approved. My fault. Go ahead, Bob.
No, I was just gonna say I love Tyrese Halliburton as well. He got some game. But then when we bring the conversation over from 21 to 30 on to 20 to 10 now, or 11, 20 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Name two players on this team that's better than DeMar and Zach.
You cannot. It's impossible. You cannot. It's just flagrant hate, bro. What's the next one, bro? Because this is crazy.
The next up, Dallas Mavericks.
This the best spot to put them. They could definitely move up, though. I ain't gonna lie. They can definitely move up.
I can move up. Now, if the Mavericks was ahead of the Bulls, no problem. I understand why you could question their defense, but you got Luka, Kyrie. Their offense gonna be potent. They're gonna win some lot of games. I'm cool if the Mavericks are, and I think the Mavericks too low. Next, Atlanta Hawks. This ain't moving me.
That ain't moving me neither.
Hey, the Bulls been beating up on the Hawks for the last 2-3 years.
I think
we've been smacking the Hawks
at the very minimum, and I don't believe this. The Bulls and Atlanta Hawks are kind of on the same level at the very minimum. But I will give the Bulls the. I will give the Bulls the edge for sure.
We smack the Hawks every year.
It's kind of the same too. Not gonna lie. I mean, you got your perimeter scorer and Trae Young and Zach LaVine. You got your guy that can, DeJounte Murray and DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, maybe not all the way the same with play style and that, but you can, right. And then they got young pieces over there, and then they got the big and Clint Capella, but Vooch better than him. So
football asks who outside of Trae Young can really shoot on their team.
That's Murray a great can shoot. Question.
Murray can shoot. Bogey can shoot. I'm gonna just be honest. They can shoot.
Yeah, Bogey.
Bogey can shoot.
But it all boils down to is you taking Trae and who's the second best player, Murray or DeMar and Zach?
I'll take DeMar and Zach. I'm taking Zach and Vooch over them two.
You could go Zach and Vooch on, bro. You could go Zach and Vooch.
Look, Trae Young. I've been a big fan of Trae Young for a long time, but when he came in the league, he has the talent to be one of the best offensive guards in the league. And his selfish play style and terrible shot selection is ruining his play style. Because Trae can be one of the best pass. I thought he was going to be Steve Nash 2.0, but he came in the league being selfish, and he is part of the reason why this team is not as good as they're supposed to be. He is.
I would say but that's true. But two things can be true. He is a part of the reason why they had some success as well in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
He does not. I love the Bulls, but y'all know right here on C Red, we keep it a buck. This man has some playoff performances to why he can't even go into New York without bodyguards. He can't go into New York without bodyguards. When he go in there, everybody ice Trae in the game.
Are we even sure that Murray and Trae Young mix with that even? Because you seen he had a little bit of trouble with the coaches and stuff, and that only happened when Murray got on the team. So is we sure that's gonna last on this team? So I don't know about them. I got the Bulls in front of these guys.
I got the Bulls in front of them too. Next up, and I love this guy because I've been hounding him since Phoenix, but ain't no goddamn way that this team should be this high.
No,
ain't no way, dog.
No.
What else you got? Who on the team? SB, who
we got Mikal Bridges, Cam Thomas, Finney-Smith.
Come on,
Cam Thomas, who can come out and score 40 in one night and get benched the next night.
You're like, come on, bro.
You got Mr. I don't want to dunk to win the game, and Ben Simmons, who says it's scary hours now, allegedly. So I'm not ready. I like Mikal Bridges, man. He was the perfect glue guy up in Phoenix. They traded him over there to Brooklyn, and he came out and showed he can absolutely be a scorer and defender in his league. But I don't know about the rest of that roster. I'm gonna keep it a roster.
I don't know. Football got a question. He say less than 500 records since KD and Kyrie get traded, but they're ahead of the Bulls. It's crazy, ain't it?
That's nuts.
It's crazy.
That don't make no sense, bro.
Crazy, right? It is. Hey, shout out football, man. Shout out.
I would love to know their logic on this list on every team. I would love to learn the logic, bro.
Football say I have the Bulls at 16, and I have the Heat way down. People are way too high on that team. Breaking news, guys. Same isn't their crew, nor more than lost in their shooting. Only Hero Robinson and they're injured. I mean, bro, agree, bro. Football. You see me early on the panel cooking the heat about this because I'm gonna say this to y'all, right? Let's just go from the Chicago ass. I'm gonna put it in Chicago, right? We got a guy in Jimmy Butler. We signed a free agency. We had a lot of young talent. They laughed when bro came to the Bulls because they thought he was on vacation. He don't care about winning. We end up going to the finals during the bubble. After that, the best thing I do is you sign two of our players that we thought we overpaid for role players, and I give you Kyle Lowry. What is the conversation about the GM in Chicago? And we make two finals that don't compete, and the best thing we added was Kyle Lowry. What is Chicago yelling about our GM right now?
They trash. Spending no money. He is content on where he at, bro. He making bread. They gonna come to the damn stadium every day, no matter what.
Thank you. But when I said this earlier, I said y'all only giving the Heat a pass because it's Pat Riley. If anybody else was in that seat, y'all would be cooking him. How do you make the finals and you see you can't compete talent-wise, and the best you add over the years was Kyle Lowry, and everybody think it's cool?
And then this past offseason, you held out for Damian Lillard so long that you added nothing. Nothing. And me, I like the what's his name? Jaime. I like him. I like Jovic coming out of from overseas.
Yeah.
They ain't proved nothing yet. Like, I understand coaching matters. They probably will coach these guys up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they find their next Max Strus and Gabe Vincent. Cool. But they didn't really add anything to this team. And you already know Jimmy Butler, he's an injury-prone guy during the regular season. Bam Adebayo, nice player. He's a guy that sit out games too. Can they bring it all together in the playoffs? Of course. We seen them go to 2 finals. But how long is that good fortune gonna last for that franchise?
You know what's the bigger question? How long is Jimmy Butler gonna sit back and take it? Jimmy Butler is a nuke. You know he go off if he don't like his situation. He's done it numerous times before. The time's ticking. You see what he did before the season started this season, bro. He starting to look familiar to us. We from Chicago. We seen it before.
He said he went the
you gotta
put my life in pieces. This is my last resort. He went to that.
He went in there. My life. Funny. But yeah, I'm with you. I think the Brooklyn Nets, they definitely shouldn't be ranked this high. And I do want to hear like somebody who believes Brooklyn should be ranked this high. I really want to hear why, because I'm not a believer that they the 17th best team in the NBA.
Let me look at their roster and see what they added, because 17th
they got Brooklyn. I just told you they got Darius Baisley, Mikal Bridges, Armani Brooks, Nick Claxton, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith, Harry Giles, Cam Johnson, Royce O'Neal, Ben Simmons, Dennis Smith Jr., Lonnie Walker.
Is Ben Simmons going to become 76 Ben Simmons or something? Like, did I miss the memo?
Which is 76 Ben Simmons?
I guess the best version, whatever the best version of him
he
is.
Still can't shoot. What
what is going on? Why is he this high? Like, I'm confused. I am confused. But the Bulls are 25th. I don't understand the logic, because when you do power rankings, you don't do power rankings off even the moves. Because I literally brought up about the Pacers who are at 20. We know Buddy Hield finna get traded. Even with Buddy Hield, they not better than the Bulls right now.
No,
they not. Literally, the Bulls are middle. I think we should be like 17. I think we should take Brooklyn's spot. And Brooklyn should probably be down at 25. I'm gonna keep it up.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that's fair right there. I like that slot. Put us at 17 and put Brooklyn.
That's realistic. That's realistic. Because Brooklyn is Brooklyn really better than the Mavericks, the Hawks, or the Pacers?
No. I'm gonna say no.
No, and I love Mikal Bridges. I do. I like him. OKC, I get that Shea balled out, right? OKC is a look 13.
Damn, y'all gotta chill. People gotta chill with SGA in the OKC, bro. Like, SGA, this is a high playoff seed right here. Like, y'all talking 13, bro. Like, y'all gotta chill. Y'all putting too much pressure on this kid, especially on these rankings, bro. He's good, but let him develop a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, because even in ESPN player thing, they got him 8th. Top 10 player.
Chill.
Okay. Yeah, they got him 8th. That was crazy.
That he never put Perm.
Yeah, emoji. Yeah, you see your boy, man. All I say is this to everybody. I said, look, bro, Jimmy in Chicago would never do this. I don't know what's going on. Either with the Minnesota, with the Philly, and the Miami. I don't know what he did along them trips, but Chicago Jimmy would never do this.
Hey, they would have been flamed. Man, they would have been flaming him every chance they got.
This stuff don't happen in the shower. I'm just saying, bro.
We're gonna talk about you.
Shot Jimmy ain't never do that. I put a Chicago Bulls Jimmy. He don't do it. He look like he from the hood somewhere. He doing this. I get why the Knicks. I don't really know how the Thunder ahead of the Knicks. That's understandable. The Tibbs got them balling.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. There's some teams I'm not even like, to be honest. Like, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like, they like 1 through 10. me personally, I think was pretty solid, except I mean, I give they had one to where they gave the
Okay,
I'm so
Clippers at
tired of
10.
hearing about the Clippers top 10. Can we see him healthy first, please?
Yeah, I think they should. I think that I would have put the Grizzlies in a place to put the Clippers at 11 until I see them healthy.
Yeah,
y'all,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all cool with the top 4? Y'all cool with Milwaukee where they are at 4?
Let's keep going.
Maybe this was before the Dame trade. Maybe this was before the Dame trade.
Okay, it might be. Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I'm high on the Kings.
I don't know if Golden State is gonna be better than the Kings this year, but I'm gonna give it to them. You gotta give
them respect. You gotta respect.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna give it to them. They beat the Kings. I think Jonathan Kuminga is having a hell of a preseason. But it's preseason. We got to see this over, regular season games. It looked cute. It looked good. but right now,
Bobby, the crazy part about it is, I think Kuminga could hoop like that on the regular.
I think he can.
Is Steve Kerr gonna give him the minutes to do that though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
The problem.
Because Steve Kerr has been shown to have a short leash.
I want him out there more than Draymond's out there. That's what I want. I want him.
I wouldn't mind seeing that because Kuminga their future.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's time right now.
Kuminga their future. The Lakers at 5.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with that. For sure.
I'm not cool with this right here though.
Yeah, I'm not at 4.
Where they belong? Where you say the Bucks belong?
2.
So put the Celtics at 4?
No, Phoenix Suns is good, right? Put the Celtics at 4. Yep, you right.
Okay. Because the Celtics at 2. Shout out my boy JT. I love JT. I hate that he went to the Celtics though. And then Nuggets at 1.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said, like, with the top 10, I feel like it was pretty solid. I would definitely move, the Clippers back. I mean, they are solid on paper. It's the power rankings. I assume they like, hey, if everybody is healthy, so you can't even be mad at them for I think the top 10, top 15 is pretty good. It get a little wild after 15 though.
Yeah, no, after 15 and people that lost their mind. The Warriors, said the Warriors have so much experience. They do.
Yeah, that's why we gonna show them their respect. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. They definitely they still gonna be good.
Hold on, wait. It's a fire sale for y'all next off season. I don't know why you guys are worried about that. Because you know why we were? Because we kept a team together today. We kept a team together. So you told us what the mission is. We gotta understand what the team is. Me, Bobby, C-Dub, all probably thought or probably wanted us to rebuild and move on or do something, but we didn't. So we got to go with what we have. It might be a fire sale next year. I hope it is a fire sale.
It could be.
It could be, and that's what I'm saying though. But we talking about right now. We're not talking about the future. And right now, some of these teams I just can't put over the Chicago Bulls, like the Brooklyn Nets, like the Raptors, like the Indiana Pacers. I can't do it. I just can't.
You know what? I'm gonna say it ain't gonna be a fire sale. The only casualty it could be is DeMar DeRozan, but they want to put Lonzo Ball and see how he does when he come back from injury with this team.
They do, and that's why if y'all would include the front office in this, no argument at 25th.
Ain't no argument.
Football. Look, I'm glad you said this. Look, he said the Bulls were statistically projected when 44-win team last year had a massive regression in the clutch scoring from the top 3, bottom 3. If they were middle out, they with more shooting development, 5 more wins if possible.
And they did that. They got more shooting, and
we did.
Javon Carter, Kobe White and Patrick Williams, they's a good 3-point shooters. They did. They gonna try. We gonna see what they do.
We definitely trying. You know, because right now you see that the Bulls, like right now, again, it is preseason. Take it with a grain of salt. But these guys, as of right now, they shoot 30 plus threes per game so far in the preseason. That's something that the Bulls really never did all last season.
I ain't never seen this much ball movement, brother.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo,
we'll wait and see what happens for sure. But right now the Bulls should have better 3-point shooting. We should see.
Now look. Now this is the point I want to bring about we was projected with 44 wins, right? We won 40. And with us winning 40, we were still like in the middle of the pack. The Raptors got one more win than us. That's cool, right? For us to be ranked this low, the Pistons won 17 games last year. Hornets won 27, 34 for the Magic, 35 for the Wizards, 35 for the Pacers. Who else was under us? Was it the Spurs? The Spurs won 22 games. The Rockets won 22 games. The Blazers won 33. The Jazz won 37. The Mavs won 38, right? So with us being ranked at 25th, you're pretty much telling me we're going to win at least 35 games. We only win 35 games. You can look at this roster and tell us we're going to win more than 35 games.
Bro, they telling us we're not even making a play-in. That's what they telling us.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now we at least gotta play.
We at least afford we a play-in team.
I ain't saying that's acceptable for us. I say they should be a six seed or higher. But y'all saying we won't even make the play-in is crazy. That's what you saying, but putting us at 25th.
With Vooch, DeMar, and Zach. Like, that's crazy to me, bro.
Facts. It's crazy.
And we lost. All we lost was Lonzo. We were just the number 1 CT. So we lost our PG and we just trash. Forget everything else on the roster. We just trash.
Yeah, it was that, man. It was that, bro, for sure. And I mean, we gonna see, man. Hey, that's why we play the game, baby. Few more games of this preseason mess. I'm tired of watching preseason. I ain't gonna lie. I want the real games to kick off. I want ready to watch the real games.
They doing overtime and some more. They tripping.
Man, the boys, SB, these boys went to double overtime in preseason. I said, nah, we're going to bed on this. You tripping?
Good. If I ain't finished watching the Colorado versus Stanford game at halftime when they was up 30 and they ended up losing that game, I'm not watching no Bulls preseason game. Overtime. Like, heck no, bro.
Double overtime, bro. We watched the first overtime. We said, hey, come on, win this game. Or lose the game at least. These boys won in the overtime tied again. Nah, bro, we can't do that one. That's a done data.
Now, what I want to ask both of you fellas though is why? Because this is not just PC. Because obviously I'm putting emphasis on it because we on a platform. And then my people.
It's the PC family. We a part of that.
PC family. We a part of the PC family, and I felt just disrespected for us because. I would keep it a buck, and I'm gonna talk about Ish real quick. I mean, the Raptors have had us. You don't see no PC Raptors talk. You don't see no PC Magic talk. You don't see no PC Jazz. Why y'all gassing these teams like they gas? But besides that point, but why does it? Because they're not just PC. Why doesn't the public respect us? Well, we got a great scorer in Zach LaVine. DeMar does have his problems, but DeMar is still one of the best players, best forwards in the league. Vooch is one of the best centers in the league. Why are we not getting respect? Is it the Bulls or is it just our roster? What's the problem? Why are we not getting the respect?
I think it's the Bulls aura. Like, I think like when people connect Michael Jordan to the Bulls, and you got these LeBron James fans. So anything the Bulls do, they're gonna forsake it and try to knock them down. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really did much. You know what I'm saying? Since like 2014 when they had LeBron against the ropes. But I don't know where the hate come from. That was just me guessing.
Y'all know where it come from.
Where it come from, nephew?
When we talk about the greatest players alive in basketball, we got them. And everybody mad because they couldn't have them. Yep. They was mad because they couldn't have them. But all jokes aside, but when it comes to basketball, it's because the Bulls continuously don't live up to expectations. Okay. Look at us, man. We got 2011 Derrick Rose going crazy. Boom, my man's get injured. Franchise goes down in flames. He comes back. We put up a little fight against LeBron. We go up. Derrick Rose hit the game winner. We up 2-1. They let LeBron come back, tied up with his game winner 2-2. We lose. We go home. We kumbaya. Then we do stupid trades because the front office is kind of, shaky or worse. You know what I'm saying? They trade Derrick Rose for Jose Calderon, Jerry Grant. Then you get rid of the coach, and then you bring in a guy named Jim Boylan, who literally calls a timeout 5 seconds into the start of the game. What are you doing? We down 20. He calls timeout at the start of the half.
Yeah.
I see Jim Boylan out, hit his ass in the head with a rock.
Man, we just been, bro. We just have not lived up to expectations. So, like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because we have not always been, on the side of our front office. Our front office stinks. Well, right now they okay, but we got a long track record of stinking.
Wallace and who? What Wallace you talking about? Bulls could have traded Chandler and Aldridge for Wallace and
Ben Wallace and Tyrese Thomas.
Yeah, that didn't work out either way. It didn't work out. It said Chris Roberts. Shout out Chris Roberts. He said they cheated the Cavs in that game to Bobby. The Cavs called a timeout for Bron game winner, and they didn't even have any left.
That's true.
That's
absolutely true.
How they let that pass though?
It's LeBron.
It's LeBron.
It's LeBron.
Bro, you know what's crazy though, dog? I was so traumatized from that moment. I forgot that serious did happen. They didn't have no timeout, bro.
Yeah. It's a lot of things that go into why the Bulls receive hate, and it's probably fans like us who gets a show on PC. And they don't see the magic on there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot. You know what it is? A lot. DeMar. Why do people hate DeMar so much?
He don't show up in the playoffs.
That's it. Like, but do you think DeMar make it to the Hall of Fame? Is he fringe? Fringe? Yes. Like, come on, bro. He was playing against LeBron James most of his career.
People gonna hate when I say this. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Once T Mac and Grant Hill made it, open the door for a lot of people.
Yes.
Because if Rose don't make it, I'm riding.
Right, I'm right with you.
I'm tweaking.
Start the picket line, my guy.
Y'all saying it right. It's the basketball Hall of Fame, not NBA.
Right,
so
it's the basketball Hall
of Fame. So if Rose don't make it, this is gonna be a problem. On me.
Nah. Football said DeMar had an elite playoff series against he won us one game. I give it to him. One game. It wasn't elite enough. He didn't lose his mind.
Boost played the best out of everybody on that.
He was definitely the most consistent player. Definitely the most consistent player.
Now, another second thing I would ask y'all, out of every team you see, I'm gonna go through all of that's ahead of the Bulls. What I'm gonna say 3 teams, because obviously we feel like we should be ahead at least 4 or 5 teams on their list. What teams out of every team that's ahead of the Bulls you felt more disrespected by that was at us? We got the Raptors, we got the Magic, we got the Jazz, we got the Rockets. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Rockets on my list too for sure. We got the Pacers, the Mavericks, the Hawks, the Nets, the Timberwolves. I'm gonna stop right there because I don't feel like we did that higher than 15, respectfully. So, what 3 teams you feel was they disrespected us on this PC voting to be this higher than us?
First of all, number 1 is definitely going to be the Toronto Raptors because I just think we head and shoulders above them. I think they're going to eventually have to blow that team up. It's just not working. Maybe you keep Scotty Barnes, but you need to get other pieces around him. 2, it got to be the Brooklyn Nets. Like, that's disrespectful. And you disrespecting a lot of teams before the Chicago Bulls, too. And 3, the Houston Rockets. Like, stop it. They young and they're still wet behind the ears. They ain't finna win more than 25 games. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Great. Look, Chris Ross said the Jazz being ahead of is crazy, dog. For sure, you're right on.
Yeah, I think the top of my list is the Rockets. I just think I do like the young talent, but it ain't it for me. Number 2, C-Dub. You know where I'm going. Magic City, Orlando Magic.
He can't stand Orlando, bro.
I can't stand Orlando because Jalen Suggs. Hey, I can't cap. I call it like I see it. We gonna keep it a buck on C-Red PC. Look, Jalen Suggs always come to Chicago and do this Magic City, boy. Magic City in Atlanta, but I catch a drift because you keep beating them. But at the end of the day, I gotta take it right there with it. And then Number 3 is obviously the Toronto Raptors. Like, I just don't think they improved at all. They sat on their hands. Hey, that's for my people that's into that trade talk. Y'all know what it is. They sat on their hands and they didn't do anything. I mean, they got Gary Trent Jr. still, Scotty Barnes, OG. They still got some solid pieces, but it ain't moving me.
They got all that
either, gang. It ain't moving either. Hold on, see, look, this is the misconception we got about the Bulls. The Bulls have 3 good players, not much else around them. Bunch of backups competing for power forward and point guard spots. One of our backup point guards just made all defensive first teams. What are we talking about? Woo, come on, bro. Woo, you know better than this.
Woo.
Come on, Woo.
He been spitting in the comments too, man. I'm surprised he'll say something like this, bro.
Come on,
look. I'm not gonna come out here and say we got the greatest roster, but I'm gonna come out and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Alex Caruso ain't nothing to sniff at. I would say I would believe that Javon Carter, it's okay. So I would say he's a solid pickup role player type of piece. You know what I'm saying? Solid. And when it comes to when you got a bunch of backups, hey, sometimes those backups become starters, bro, and they be pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna discount Tyus Jones for what he was able to do in the absence of Ja Morant? No, we don't. Let's give Kobe White a chance before we make that conclusion, before we draw that conclusion.
Andre Drummond, he's a rebounding monster off the bench. What about Torrey Craig coming off the bench? Like you said, the bench has got Ayo Dosunmu looks terrific so far in preseason. Come on now, we got some players coming off the bench now.
Yeah, man, we just got to see. We don't have the best roster in the NBA. Let's make that clear.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's 100% trash.
It's not trash. I'm just gonna say it's not trash.
Yeah,
it's not trash. That's the point that I feel like people get misconstrued. Like, we have pieces that collab because of play style, but our roster is not the best, but it ain't the worst to be ranked 25th, bro. This is lottery team franchise competition that we talking. All right, and I dropped the link too because I want people to chop in on it. We got somebody who joined. Adrian has joined. What's up? You want see Red PC? You already know. Be respectful.
What's up, my guy?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, Adrian? How you feeling, brother?
I'm calling from overseas, man.
Salute overseas. Wherever you at overseas. Salute.
UK, man. UK.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to UK.
But listen, man. Listen, when I come to the Bulls, man, here's what it is, right? It's like I think a lot of Bulls fans are frustrated about the situation, but we're here now, and I feel like, when you have that thing with your family where like you're annoyed at your cousin or your brother, but then when someone else disrespects them, you kind of feel some kind of way.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's how I kind of feel about the Bulls. Like, I get it. I'm not happy with the direction, but like, come on, this is too much now.
I like Adrian, bro. That's spot on, bro. You are absolutely right.
You see, we've been going crazy.
I'm in, Brian. Let's hear it.
Yeah, come in. Please hit the link, Brian. The link is dropped. Please let us know why Bradley Beal better than Zach LaVine. The dude who a third option compared to a guy who a first option on the team, but that's a different story for a different day. But you see that we all have a problem with the player's choice ranking of the Bulls ranking 25th. Do you agree with the Bulls being 25th? Yes or no? I want your honest answer. You don't got to say it because you're up here, but just be honest.
So I don't agree. I think around that 15 to 20 spot, I think you can make an argument just depending on how – it all depends on how you guys view the younger players in the NBA, right? And I guess that's how – if you think like Anthony Edwards is going to take a crazy leap, 100% I can get it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, with the Pacers, didn't Buddy Hield like request a trade or something? I don't know if he's going to be playing.
Yes, he did.
So I don't know about that one. The Raptors is crazy. I don't know if you guys heard the media day quotes from the Raptors front office with Masai and Pascal.
What was that?
Like basically, like Masai was like, "Yeah, I don't know if Pascal wants to play here anymore. We're gonna see at the deadline."
He said that in media day.
What?
It wasn't exactly like that, but it was kind of like inferring that, like.
What?
And then they asked Pascal about that. And they were like, I always want to play for Toronto. Like, that's my kind of team. That's my city. That kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So it was very clear that Pascal and Messiah were not on the same page.
Uh-oh.
And you don't have that in Chicago, even though how inconsistent we've been. And I'm telling the fact, you don't see no mutiny coming out of the team.
And another reason why I don't think we're gonna miss the play-in is like this team's not gonna blow it up. Like they've not shown me anything to say that they're gonna blow it up. Every single deadline, what have they done? Nothing.
Facts.
So why are we expecting them to blow it up mid-season? They're gonna try and think, now we're only 5 games off. Let's try and improve the team. That's all. That's their mindset, right?
Facts.
So everyone trying to predict that's why the team will be bad because they're gonna blow it up mid-season. What evidence have you got to show that for? Like, we've got no evidence from the previous regime or this regime which shows you that. When have the Bulls actually fully tanked? Like, even when we were bad, we didn't even fully tank. I remember we went on that 7-game winning streak in 2018, and that stopped us from getting the number 1 pick.
Yep.
Like, I think that was the year when Luka came out, right?
It was Luka Trey. You said 2017. That was 2017, right?
It was the one where like Mirotic went on like that 7-game run or 7-10 game run. That one.
2017. It popped up NFL draft. Hold on.
That's the draft that had. You said 2017. That's the one that had Markelle Fultz. Josh,
no. It was the 2018 draft. I think he's
18?
talking about 2017, 2018 season.
Because they dropped us.
Yeah, 2018 is when Luka came out. Colin Sexton, Aiden Bagley, Jaren Jackson Jr.
Yeah,
we could have tanked and got Luka. I'd have been cool with that.
Like every single time we tanked, we never really we just flop tanking, bro.
Right. We can't even tank
right. We can't tank right.
So this is my thing. Like, if you guys want to do that route, this draft class is horrible. I don't get what people are trying to do, man. Like this, the scouts us out. I was watching videos trying to get an idea. Like before the start of the offseason, I'm like, okay, are there any good players coming out? And there's some dude from Chicago. I remember he was getting a lot of hype, but it's not a good draft class. Next year, okay, I can understand the conversation. Right, some really good prospects are coming out. If there's no franchise player coming out the draft, players from what we saw, Bradley Beal going for a 2nd-round pick, no one really want to be giving out loads of picks. We saw what happened with Donovan Mitchell, right? 4 first-round picks, all of this, right? And we always talk about the Bulls not getting a lot of assets for their star players. Look, when you guys mentioned about D-Rose, right? And Jimmy Butler. Like, low-key, now looking back at it, that trade looks better, but the players haven't worked out in Chicago. But we never get the assets back for our players, right? So why would we sell low on our players?
We don't sell low. And that Jimmy Butler for Zach trade, we won that trade because we got Zach as an all-star. Zach been putting up numbers. Zach has been here longer. I believe Minnesota got 1 or 2 years out of Jimmy Butler, and they traded him. So we won that trade.
Yeah, he was out of there.
And he was out of there. So the trade alone, he got him to the playoffs.
It looks better now because Laurie's an all-star, but he wasn't an all-star here. But I hear what you mean. Like, we basically got 2 all-stars for Jimmy.
Hey, Adrian, keep it the buck even more. Laurie wasn't even an all-star in Cleveland. He just came an all-star after 2 stops. Because we are this is the point of the reason why PC family. So when y'all in the comments asking why the Bulls got a show, he go another example why the Bulls got a show. Laurie Market literally went from the Bulls to the Cavaliers and then went to the Jazz. And the Bulls are still catching strays because Laurie Market made an all-star. People forget that he played for the Cavs.
Hold on, I got one that's more ridiculous. People act like Wendell Carter Jr. is the next coming of Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yo, I'm hearing people of the Players' Choice channel.
Bro.
There was somebody saying, I can't remember who. I remember watching one of the episodes, and people were like, "Oh, Vucevic is trash. He's nowhere near as good as Wendell." And then I was just thinking about it. So, okay, what does Wendell do better than Vooch? Because he's smaller. He's an undersized center. He cannot even shoot as good as Vooch. Nope. The defense, I think, is the argument, I guess, because he can't pass as good as Vooch. He's not a better scorer than Vooch. He's not a better rebounder than Vooch. He's undersized, and he's injury prone.
Yep.
So I guess it's athleticism and the shot blocking, maybe?
I only think I give him a defense if that ain't too far, too far away.
Yeah,
I just give him that. But every other category, Vooch is just clearing him.
Now the problem with that trade is we gave our pick from that year, and it ends up being Franz, and Franz is like that, man. Unfortunately, Franz is the problem with that trade.
Yeah, he nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but yeah, man. Appreciate you, Adrian, coming on through, brother. I appreciate it. Adrian, respect. Thank you, Adrian. Adrian, come through, keep supporting, brother. Shout out, Adrian.
Ryan is coming, my guy.
He ain't gonna come.
He trolling. He ain't gonna come on here.
They not gonna come up. Look, I'm trying to tell you. See, look, they be thirsty and gas up to come up here when they think it's like, oh, I can get something. No, but when I'm trying to tell you, Bobby, you set the tone for how we gonna get down with that. Say your fact. Remember the day when people, bro, we had like 10, 12 people come up here. Once they really ended, they was like, yeah, hold on, gang. Let me be chill. They let me real.
They ain't for the best of them Chicago folks.
Brian said Zach is a bum. Please come on here and tell us why Zach is a bum. We need to know this. Please, we need to know.
I mean, because if you comparing both of these guys' careers so far, my God, neither one of these guys got crazy playoff success.
They definitely do not.
They both put up numbers.
But one thing I want
playoff success.
P5, I see. I'm going to bring you up right now. What about this? Fiasco for Drummond in the first. I mean, if the Raptors was dumb enough to do
they was that slow, but I don't think Masai Ujiri gonna hang up as soon as they say drunk.
It's over with. It's over with.
That'll work out for we just did Derek Favors. That'll be perfect for us.
Ted say Javon Carter is a beast.
Yeah,
possibly.
He's a good player.
I mean,
SB ain't feeling Javon Carter game. You feeling Javon, bro?
I rock with him because he's from here. That's about it. Besides that, basketball wise,
he said he got to see it.
I got to see it. That's it. He think he balls Steph Curry for me. But go ahead. That's my problem. What's up, P5? What's going on? Welcome to See Red
up,
PC.
bro?
The rules always be respectful. You up here, bring your real takes, or we're gonna get you cooked.
For sure.
But, okay, so the episode of the show that we have a problem with the Bulls being ranked 25th on the Players' Choice Power Ranking. Yeah. So Tim, how you feel about it? Do you think it's justified? I know you probably seen the Power Ranking. If not, go to the Instagram and check it out. But I have a problem with it.
I should check it out. I think that's a little low. I still think that the Bulls, when they're healthy, like in the Eastern Conference, and I don't think it's a very strong conference. I think it's pretty top heavy. But like once you get down to teams like maybe the Hawks, the Nets, like the Raptors, like those are the teams that are going to be battling for those playing spots. And I think the Bulls are going to be right there with them again. I think they're a little better than Toronto nowadays too. So like 9 or 8 seed is my expectation for them. Who are like? Can you show me the teams that are like right above Chicago? Because I think Chicago.
You want to see this trash that's above the Bulls? Oh, I have no problem. Another invite me to a good time. All right. So who are ahead of the Bulls? So wait, let's start from 30. I want you to P5. I want you to see everything. So look, to be fair, we got the Wizards at 30.
That's fair.
We got the Spurs at 29. We got the Hawks. The Blazers at 28. You got the Pistons at 27. The Hornets at 26. The Bulls at 25. So now they give you a glimpse. Think of every team that you did not see. They are supposed to be ahead of the Bulls. We got the Raptors ahead of the Bulls. We got the Magics ahead of the Bulls. We got the Jazz ahead of the Bulls. We have you know who pulled this off though. There ain't no way this shouldn't be this high. The Mars agenda was pushed. The Mars agenda was pushed.
Yeah, I don't really like Toronto or Utah really. And I think Orlando might be a little early to call. But Houston, again, that's probably a little too early to call. I think I would comfortably have Chicago above all these teams.
Thank you. At least we're having a realistic man. So,
who your basketball team that you root for, bro?
I'm a Raptor fan.
You're a Raptor.
Look, you are a Raptor fan instead of Bulls man right here.
Respect.
The Raptors are going to be like terrible this year. They're terrible.
Now, then we go. We got the Pacers ahead of the Bulls. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Fine. I think the Nets are a little too.
All right. Good night. Love you. My fault. Baby girl came in the room. Okay, so now we got 20 is the Pacers.
Uh-huh.
19 is the Mavericks. I'm cool with the Mavericks.
I'm cool with the Mavericks being ahead of the Bulls.
I'm cool with the Mavericks.
I like Dallas.
Hawks.
I think that's fine.
The Brooklyn Nets are 17.
That's high. I mean, whether or not you think they're above or below the Bulls, that's high. I think that's
too high.
Yes.
I don't think they're better than Atlanta. I don't think they're better than Dallas.
No,
that's
way.
For sure.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think the Nets better than the Pacers.
I think I like the Pacers. But yeah, the Nets, they're a little high. High.
And then around the Timberwolves rank, I don't think the Bulls this high. I think Timberwolves.
We
agree with that.
I think just looking at the list, like I think y'all peak at like maybe like 20, or whether or not you like the Hawks, like maybe 19.
I think the Bulls and the Hawks are like at the same rank. Whatever you got the Bulls,
that's what I was.
And the Hawks, I think they should be the same. So the Hawks at 18, the Bulls should at least be 17th and 19.
But but the egregious one is like the Raptors. Another egregious one was there was another team that was like right next to Toronto. I don't like the Rockets yet. I don't like.
I think the Nets should be taken out this list right here. This should be the Chicago Bulls. Now, if you want to go, I think it should be Mavericks, Bulls, Atlanta, Pacers. Or if you do Dallas, Hawks, Bulls, Pacers, I'll be cool with that. But I think the Bulls are around this range right here. The Nets should be 20 coming into, or 21, whatever the Rockets at, this where the Nets should be at. And it should go literally down that list on there. But the Bulls that's low is atrocious.
The Nets are definitely in that Raptor tier.
100%.
That's what the Nets are.
Like I love Mikal Bridges. I think Mikal Bridges is great. But who else on that roster?
Nice.
I think that's what I don't know who put these together, but it's almost just like when it comes to the Nets, like Mikal, that screams out to you. Claxton kind of screams out to you, right? Mm-hmm. Like, and whether or not you like Cam Thomas or like I might be forgetting somebody, but outside of that team isn't really complete, and I don't think that they can survive a full season the way that they're built to be the 17th to start the season as a power ranking. Like, I think that's way too high for Brooklyn. But
you think Ben Simmons about to have a resurgence?
That was another one. I think he'll. Like when you say research, like I don't think he'll be an all-star caliber player, but I think he's going to be at least serviceable in the league today. I don't think he'll ever reach the peak that he was once at because I think he's declined physically a little bit due to his injuries. But if those are real, but I think Simmons is looking a lot more confident so far, so that'll at least help him and make him playable and make him a solid player. But I don't think he'll ever be an all-star caliber again. So,
AP5, I wanted to ask you about Toronto. How do you think they're going to play this year? How are they going to play without that point guard that y'all had?
I haven't seen the preseason yet, so that's what I'm going into this with. I haven't seen the preseason. If I had to guess, we're going to see a lot of ball handling responsibilities fulfilled by like Scotty Barnes. Of course, Pascal is going to get a lot of the touches as well. OG is going to get more touches like he's wanted. You might see Gary Trent thrown in there as well. Maybe he'll run some point guard at some point of a game as well. Schroeder, of course, in there for us. But it's going to be like this type of basketball that I don't like. I don't like Siakam isolations. I think there's always just one end goal for Siakam, and it's getting to the rim with his right. It's easier for defenses to scheme for. Scotty Barnes hasn't really developed a perimeter game like I want him to. I think he's a good playmaker or a really good passer. He's flashed that at times, but I just think his scoring game isn't polished. It's not where he needs to be at all. I don't really have faith in Schroeder leading the playoff team with a lot of responsibility. And Gary Trent is just a shooter.
I did pick up Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, and then Gary Trent's just kind of a shooter, right? And he isn't the greatest on-ball creator. Same with OG. Yeah. So it's like it's an incomplete team, and I really don't know what direction they're going. They just signed Jakob to this big deal, but let Fred VanVleet go. OG and Trent have player options coming up this season, and everything points to both of them declining those player options.
Yeah,
especially OG and Siakam Siakam's on an expiring contract, and you just have Scotty Barnes sitting there. You sign Schroeder. Like I don't know what direction they're going in, but they're mid. They're like 11th seed, 10th seed at best. They'll be in the 9-10 play. They'll be in the 9-10 matchup again. maybe, and they'll lose. Like that's what my projection for the Raptors. I don't think they're good.
I agree with him.
I love the honesty, but I will say this though. I do like Dennis Schroeder. I ain't gonna lie. I like
you going off his what did he do to play the feed? But he had a great feed, but
I
I
think
don't
he
know if he
played
can
well with the
translate.
Lakers or what, as well.
As like the lead guard though, like depending on if he has to
Yeah.
run the Fred VanVleet role, I don't think he can do that
That's fair.
effectively.
That's
Oh
fair.
no, he definitely can't play that.
But yeah, the Raptors. But yeah, there's a bit of a connection there with the Bulls too. You know, DeMar is my favorite player in the league still. So I mean,
oh yeah, thank you.
Shout out to salute P5. Appreciate you coming on, brother. Salute to you.
Hey, salute P5, bro.
P5 be cooking, brother.
Look,
sure. Salute P5. We got Jess in the building. What's up, Jess? Oh, we have a problem with this.
Yeah, you can call me Zena, by the way.
Zena, what's going on, Zena?
I'm good, man. Like what you're doing right now. I'm just curious. I think 25 is not necessary. I think it's a bit low, but I don't think it's necessarily wrong because I can see the teams ahead have a good reason for that. Other than the Raptors, that Raptors offense is gonna look very, very stinky. I'm not gonna lie to you because they have no spacing really.
Give me a reason for the Houston Rockets.
For the Houston Rockets, firstly, they have a superior coach. Firstly, your coach, you don't necessarily know how they're going to pan out because of the fact that he's not like a known coach. While so you can already understand that there's at least until we see in the regular season, there's a huge gap between coach and talent. I would also say the defense that you've seen in Houston, like Cam Whitmore, the rookie, the Sar Thompson, I think his name is
Thompson.
Yeah, he's ready.
I'll be mixing them up too. Just say Thompson twin.
One of the Thompson twins have already shown a lot of promise on the defensive end. I think that they're already dialed in on the defensive end, what they've shown in the preseason. And then I also think that they can be better when it comes to playmaking and because of Sengun and the growth of their teams as well. So I think, especially on the defensive end, I think that they're going to become better. And that already means a lot. While also on the offensive end, I think Jalen Breen's going to take a jump because he's now going to be put in positions that's going to be helpful for his opportunity to score. So I think mainly and truly, I think what Ime Udoka brings to this team on the defensive end, forcing them to play defense, the grit they have, some of the Twins defense, and pretty much everyone on that team seems like they're playing more defense so that they're bought into the system, and that's why I believe that the Houston Rockets can be a better team than the Chicago Bulls.
Can I interest you something real quick?
Yes.
So the Bulls, they were top 5 in defense this past season, and then they go add another solid defensive player who's a solid perimeter defender and Javon Carter. And then on the offensive side, now you got Patrick Williams with 40% from the 3-point line, another 40% shooter with Javon Carter. So when we talk about the defense, can we watch that? But then from your opinion, when it comes to offensively, which one who would you say will be more potent?
I don't even want to say wash because I think one of the best things I want to say about the team is you really don't know about the Houston Rockets because of the fact that there's so many young talent on their team that you can see they can actually develop majorly or minorly, which could help their team become better in that whole season, rather than the Bulls. For the most part, outside of maybe Patrick Williams' growth as a player, there's not much better that the players on that team can be. And like Ayos Dusumi, the younger players like Ayos Dusumi and maybe Kobe White. But when majority of your team, when it comes to his Houston Rockets, are very young and show that they have room to develop. Jalen Green is showing that he has room to develop. You have Sengun. You have one of the Thompson twins. You have Cam Whitmore. Like, that's not every one of them, and there's even more talent on that team.
This was a problem. He came in though, Zeno. You literally says if the talent or it's a possibility. What the Chicago Bulls are. we're gonna be a 40 to 42 win team. You don't know for sure if the talent will pan out to be that type of team. Can you guarantee that the Rockets gonna get you 40 to 42 wins?
My reasoning why I would believe in the Rockets is because I personally believe in Ime Udoka. Now, if you don't believe in Udoka as much as I do,
I love Ime.
I love Ime.
I believe if you don't believe in him as much as I do, then fair enough. You can have the balls over them. But then I'd also say that whoa, I forgot what I was about to say. Damn.
The Houston Rockets are not the Boston Celtics.
They not.
He may have coached the Boston Celtics.
He had Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart.
I agree with that, but I agree with the amount of defensive talent that he had on that team. I'm not denying that, but I'm saying if already what they're showing in the preseason, the how much better they're getting on defense, and then their offense actually looking like it has a system as well. I think all of that can coincide for them to have a better seeding than the Bulls. Now, like I said to you earlier, if you don't believe as much when it comes to Ime Udoka, how much he can actually develop this talent, and so that they actually are ahead of the Bulls at the end, I'm completely fine with that. At the end of the day, it's kind of ranges for me.
Rockets winning 40 wins.
I don't think the Bulls are going to win 40. So that's
I was going to say, first of all, I was going to say, and I like a lot of your points too, because one, I think Ime Udoka is a hell of a coach, and the Boston Celtics was very, very stupid for letting him walk out for Joe Mazzulla. Let's make that clear.
I mean, there's a reason for that, but yeah, carry on.
I mean, I understand that, but everybody getting busy with everybody at every establishment of work. Let's keep it a big. But we're not gonna get into that. I know you didn't have your fair share, just like everybody else on this panel.
This dude.
Can we move on, please?
But the point is that look, I lost my train of thought playing around too much. Go ahead. My bad.
Go ahead, C-Dub. Go ahead, C-Dub.
I'm just. He's going off a if. It's if these kids can plan out. He thinks they're going to be some great defensive team. I don't see it. I'm sorry, they're too young. Ime Udoka's a great coach, of course. This is a different team. This is not the Boston Celtics. We'll hope that they'll get it quick enough that they can win 30 games. That's all I'm saying.
Do you think they will even reach the 30 game mark?
Yes.
Wow. How much? Wait, I want to ask one question. How many games did they win last season?
They won 22.
You think they won't make it plus? Wow. Okay.
You want them to win 20 plus games? Who are they at? Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet, and the Thompson twin, and Cam Whitmore. Is that 20 plus wins for you?
I think that's not 20 plus wins, but I think that they at least win at least 10 more due to the. So remember, if you
games. Bulls are 8 wins still better than them, and they were the first last year.
SB. Remember, I said I don't see the Bulls winning 40 games. That's what I mean. Me and you don't have the same thoughts when it comes to
how many games you got the Bulls winning?
Though? Yeah, how many games?
I don't have the specific like. How many people, but I'll tell you like from my Eastern Conference because I did like a video on that. Okay, so the Celtics is number 1, and I can see them drop to number 2. Actually, let me just say the names. So Celtics, Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, Cavs, Knicks, Hawks, Miami Heat. And then I think that the Brooklyn Nets, Pacers, and Magic can all be above.
Okay, so the Bulls don't even make the play-in.
I don't. I think they have the chance to make the play-in, and I wouldn't be mad if they are. But I think that they won't make the play-in. I think everyone. I want to say everyone from the. Let me see. Sorry. Everyone from
the Hawks at the 6th seed though. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think the Hawks are actually really good enough to do so. I think that if you want to, you can do the Pacers.
Who they added to their team?
It's not necessarily who they added. It's the coach, and I think the coaching system would be much more better because what they did before. Yeah, because what's his name? What's the coach before?
The coach, I believe. Is it him?
No.
It's the coach from who used to coach Dame, right?
No. Jazz.
It was.
Oh, you talking about Snyder, right?
No, I was talking about the coach before that.
They had Nate McMillan before that.
Yeah, Nate McMillan. was running the same kind of style of offense that that they were running when Trey was alone, when he was with DeJounte Murray. And I think Quinn Snyder will actually change the offense to actually incorporate both of them more rather than making a my turn, your turn type of style.
Sure.
So that's what I think is going to be. That's my main reason.
Sure.
Is there any others that you really want to argue about? Because I genuinely don't. I wouldn't be surprised.
So you care more about. It seems like everything you arguing is about coaching for you, but no matter how good your coaching is about the talent.
No, I think coaching is a underrated part of teams. That's the issue.
Agreed. Really? For sure.
Yeah.
Especially when, remember, you can have the defensive talent on the team, and if you don't have the correct coaching for that, then that can really just be detrimental.
Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah, that's and you've seen when you get a good enough to coach, even if you don't have the defensive talent, something like Miami shows that they don't. Not everyone, like the guard defenders on that team weren't that good,
right?
But they were able to hide. Yeah, so they were able to hide some of the issues on that team due to firstly having one of the most versatile defenders in Bam and having a good wing defender in Jimmy. I'm not going to deny that, but because of the schemes that they made, like that amoeba-like man-to-man, was it man-to? No, zone defense, and that was helping them stay in games. So that's why I mean that why I do put a lot of value in coaching.
For sure.
Okay, respect. Appreciate you, Zeno, for coming on to the show.
Thanks
brother.
for sharing your knowledge.
Thanks for sharing your knowledge. You came on with some great takes, brother. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Shout out Zeno in the building, coming through the C-Red PC, brother. But I think ain't nothing else we talk about from this point on, fellas.
Let's say what we say, man.
We had to say what we had to say. I don't care what none of y'all say. Y'all got to see red, whether you like it or not. And we don't like this ranking. I'm going to figure out who had a vote in this. I kind of figure out because I'm going to put this back on the screen real quick. One last time. Put it on the screen one last time. I know for sure with a lot of things, and you see my kids and my girls going crazy in my background. I'm definitely hearing it. This ranking right here, I know who did this. So I'm on Mars' head right now. I think he probably playing 2K Discord. So I'm going to go ahead, chop it up with Mars and ask him why he did that. But besides that, I think there's a lot of disrespect between the Bulls, but I definitely want to hear you guys' final thoughts on it before we get up out of here, though, fellas.
See?
No, I'm good. Everything's good. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. Dude just blew me, but I really wanted to go with dude on Houston, but I already know.
That Houston one blew me, dog.
Yeah, he was just blowing me, bro, the way he was talking, bro. But this is
look, man. It is what it is. Hey, everybody got
it is what it is.
But once the game start rolling, we gonna get all the evidence that we need, man. Once the game
I can't wait till the season start. We 15 games in, and the Bulls got a way better record than the Rockets and the Magic and the Raptors. I'm gonna just look at them like, what would y'all saying? I just want to know. Or I can't wait to the end of the season. I'm gonna laugh at it. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in to C-Red PC. I'm SB Tall Sports. This is my boy Bobby. This is my boy C-Dub from Shy Bulls Podcast. Make sure you guys give them guys a follow to their channel. And I'm SB Tall Sports, Real Takes Over Faith to Base. Make sure you give me a follow and subscribe to the channel. You gonna see red, whether you like it or not. Until we on to the next one. See y'all Thursday. Salute, family. Boom, boom.